ask me what I'm coaching, right? I said, bro, I'm coaching life.
We got episode 200 of Coach Class Pod.
Yes, indeed.
Continue, like, rating, and subscribe. And you got Mike.
You got your boy Rich.
Isaiah in the back.
Yes, people. Again, like he said, like and throw them comments in there. Let us know how we doing. You know what I mean? We need that. And tell a friend to tell a friend so we can get some more subscribers as well.
We appreciate the love. And we got to give a big shout out because this is Zay and I's alma mater. Shout out to the Newtown boys. Men's.
No, boys.
Boys. Basketball team. We went to the last two playoffs games and they played in the for the state championship today. Yeah. They lost by 2 points.
They lost.
You learn from these lessons though, fellas. Like, don't let that break y'all. Y'all had a great season.
It was a rematch from when I came and talked about when we won 2 years ago. They played the same team. That game was a classic game that they won. They just, had another one, and this time they came up short. That's how it goes sometimes, man. Yeah. But I ain't gonna lie, man. I've been sick for the last several hours.
Was mad.
I had a couple of y'all calling me.
Y'all probably don't believe it. We grown men. We was calling anybody that had a homeboy that they saw was at the game. We was like, yo, what happened, yo? Yeah. What happened, yo?
Multiple people was calling each other. Yeah.
Get the message immediately. Like, yo, the 2-point loss, bro. It was nasty.
Salute to them, man. Salute to the Titans, bro.
But we a powerhouse though, man. It's like, I don't remember. It's like 8 or 9 trips to the states finals. That's 4 straight.
8 or 9 trips to the.
And our school only 21 years old, so
21-year-old school, it's 4 championships, right?
It's 4, and they got. And
it was about to be
COVID stole the 5th one. They stopped the state championships games right before. But that team was nice too. So salute to our school, man. We'll talk about them again winning one.
Yeah, and I want to give a salute to Middletown too, yo, because it was number 3 hit the most old school bucket I've ever seen in this era, bro.
Nah, the double OT semifinal game was crazy.
Yo,
you was there,
double overtime. If you was there,
Oh my gosh, that's one of the best games.
Wild, yo.
It was crazy. Yo.
We was standing up yelling like we was still kids, bro. Like we was hyped, yo.
From like the 3 minutes left in the fourth through both overtimes, all of us may have sat down maybe twice, yo.
Yeah.
It was like that, yo.
Yeah. I wasn't a big athlete in school, but unfortunately, I can't say I have the same love for my team, my school's teams like that, because we ain't have no winning like that. We barely had a field.
Yeah,
my team, my high school barely had a field.
Yeah, y'all had to travel to CCBC.
Salute to y'all for y'all.
They had to go to CCBC for athletics,
especially it being a public school. Yo. Like that's kind of hard to do.
Y'all put out some legendary, smart individuals, man.
Well, you know what it is, not the Pat. Anybody who put a jersey on, I'll give myself a little bit. But anybody, whether you played a little, played a lot, played 1 year, anybody who was from the first 4 original years, I think everybody helped create a standard for winning there, for real. And then our school went within the first 3 years of it being open. I think, what was it, first 4 years of being open?
Yeah, 4 years.
And then won it within the first 5.
Yeah.
So it's like, it was a standard.
That team was amazing.
Bro, 1 year, we was played between JV and varsity, I think the record had to be close to 40 wins and 3 losses.
Dang.
That was from the beginning. That's how I got started. So once you get a standard and the area is just rich in talent.
True.
So that's just how it goes.
We seen them all.
Yeah, shout out Newtown again, man. Definitely dope, man. And we got to get into this early, Rich, because I wanted to talk about it, and it was a funny conversation, but we'll get into it as we speak about it. I don't know if you've watched it, but we've been tapping in with each other about the Daredevil Born Again. We love Marvel stuff. Great series so far with the first 3 episodes. They still got the guy Vincent D'Onofrio that was in Men in Black as Kingpin.
It's refreshing to be back on the ground level again. It is on a series. It's a lot more refreshing. It's a few things.
It's gritty, bro.
It's a few nitpicky things that I could say. It's like, all right, this series, maybe how my man was swinging around.
CGI was horrible.
CGI was looking crazy.
I was looking like
my man was swinging.
They might have been Affleck Daredevil us,
his
bro.
Little rope.
It was nasty,
thing that he got.
Straight blind.
Nasty swings.
Real quick, did it look like remember Spider-Man 2 for
this might have
Xbox?
been
Xbox and PlayStation 2.
Yeah, it might have been
in the middle of
it
was like,
it might have been graphics like that.
I'm gonna be honest, CGI wise in a major project, I haven't
2025
seen anything that bad since the last Fantastic Four with Michael B. Jordan.
But the first
I'm
episode,
serious, it was that bad. I'm like, whoa, this looked like a cartoon in a real people show.
The first episode episode has such an intense moment in it that you kind of just let it go.
all about it, yo.
You just let that go. It's like you let that slide. It's like, you know, my man, salute. Oh, you gonna watch it? I don't want to spoil it.
Peace,
I am gonna check it out.
All right,
we got.
No, you can talk about it. I don't care. Talk about it.
Rest in peace, Foggy.
Rest in peace to the dog.
And y'all understand what you because it's 3 seasons
damn.
or 3 seasons or 2 seasons on Netflix that was before that, and they continued it once Disney bought the rights from Sony.
I remember that one.
And basically, yo, fire. So he gets in that Foggy gets clapped. He goes in the building. That was Bullseye, right?
I think that was Bullseye.
It was Bullseye. He was fighting. You remember the dude that can throw the stuff mad accurate? And yo, brutal bar fight, bro. I'm talking about he gets stabbed. It's all kind of crazy stuff. And he's not nice anymore. Like, basically, long story long, once he saw his boy Foggy get shot, he threw a man off a roof in attempts to murder him.
He lost it.
And
snapped
it just so happened, bro, survived. You feel me?
Yeah. So he shuts it down for a year.
Yeah.
Comes back. He's just, he's just a lawyer at this point, but he's working more like in the upscale. You know how he was working in Hell's Kitchen before.
He was like a public defender level guy.
Want to defend
I don't care about the money.
Man.
I care about the people.
Now he was like, forget all that. I'm gonna go up to the upper levels a little bit and stay up out of Hell's Kitchen, or I'll kill somebody over there. So I gotta chill, or almost kill somebody over there. So I gotta chill out. That guy that did all that killed Foggy does get arrested. I think he got locked up for life for that. But then you go and you see Kingpin return. And we skipping through a lot of stuff. We're not going to do a real deep dive. But it's Kingpin essentially is coming back after he got shot in the head in that last series.
Yeah, Echo. It was the joint on Disney Plus. She was like a mercenary that worked under him.
He basically became her father figure. Like, by killing her father.
Yeah, he killed her pops and then felt bad for the daughter, basically.
And took over, but never told her. Yeah,
she ended up shooting him in the head.
Yeah, she got him.
You feel me? So,
but he lived, and then he comes back after that. He's, slightly different. He wants to be in the politics now. So you can kind of see the parallel where they're taking it with America and everything. How everything is going. And I don't know if I need some of the stuff because it feels forced. Some of the stuff feels really forced in there. I can feel it. It's like, yo,
I like Kingpin as the man, though.
Throwing it in there. But I'm saying, like, some of the stuff he be saying, it's like, why would he say that? I don't understand why he's doing all this. But I would say the only thing that I would, that's been giving me a gripe, because there's another hero introduced in this, I think, second episode, or maybe in the first episode. His name's the White Tiger.
White Tiger was the second episode. He ends up getting into a jam, and is that the second episode when he gets into that jam? Yeah, he gets into a situation. So basically, the police force is dirty in this series, and he came and tried to save somebody from the police, basically trying to kill him, but he didn't know they was undercover officers or whatever. And long story long, White Tiger was there, tried to save the guy, and then they pinned the murder on him, and. Yeah, so long story long, Matt Murdock gets him off, and he leaves. He gets clapped in like the first 30 seconds. Like literally, Zay, like, this is a superhero.
Now his superpower is he has like this amulet that he wears, and I don't know enough about White Tiger to really be well versed on it. I know comic book heads probably going to be going crazy. Hit us in the comments if you know more.
Bro, it's probably 2 White Tiger Daredevil comics available.
Yeah, so. This guy gets killed immediately. Like, this amulet is supposed to give him some kind of powers and fighting abilities to make him the White Tiger. Doesn't he have some awareness?
Bro, his awareness was at 0, bro.
So initially, me and my brother was roasting this guy relentlessly on the phone.
We was dying laughing.
But I got more information.
Okay.
The reason they had to do that is because the actual actor did die in real life. He had a cancer issue going on at the time. He passed before. Why
did you put the RIP in the credits?
I was like, all right, now that makes sense, because initially I was like, he is the worst superhero to ever exist. Worse. He literally walked up on him and shot him in the back of the head.
A regular superhero person just walked up and shot him.
That's crazy.
Like, he ain't hit him with one of these and then a chop.
You didn't sense him?
Like, yo,
there was no other
superhero show.
There was no other people around.
Somebody could at least push him off a building.
Something, bro.
Like, come on.
I was really upset with his death, and they didn't really show any of his fighting abilities. I was really mad at that, man. It's like he was a Puerto Rican hero and everything. You know, they brought that out. They told us that. That's what I'm saying. Like, it feel a little forced with some of the stuff that he was telling us. I could tell he was Puerto Rican. You didn't have to announce that. Like, but I respect it. I know what you got to do as a show. You got to be inclusive. So I respect it.
I like where it's going though. I think it's going to go very well. And then the next
actually leading into that, because you was talking about Marvel. Randomly, I was watching. I don't know what made me watch this, fellas, because we have a deep disdain for this man, and I don't know why, but I think it's just his acting that we don't.
Well, I
like.
know who you gonna talk about.
Yeah.
Anthony Mackie was on the pivot. I watched it.
Yo,
hold on. I got a newfound of somewhat respect for Anthony Mackie. Yo.
I was
kind
gonna
of
say
like him
I
as
saw a couple
being.
clips. So
he's
as a
actually
human being,
cool,
you halfway decent, but your acting is still not.
Yo, what's the name? Called him out
But
for his
he was a good
Tupac
dude.
portrayal.
I was about to say that's
on
what,
the episode.
That's what
He
threw
called
some
it
people
out.
off, yo.
And he called it out, and he was like, "I respect that." Like he wasn't mad at the fact that you don't like it. He was like, "It was an opportunity." I was like, "Damn." He was like, "He just taking mad opportunities, and he's just been in the right place at the right time." Essentially.
No,
and
but he
has
was
a
saying real stuff.
I didn't realize
He was
how
saying real
much
stuff.
of a background he had in acting. So I was like, all right, let me dial back, because I don't got no background in acting. So I'm calling you trash just off of me watching you in some of these films that I've watched you in.
Yeah,
It's very forced, some of the stuff that I watched you in.
I said I had started gaining a lot of just respect when he started talking about. I think it was in New Orleans. He was talking about he wanted to open up a studio.
He's very much
I was like, nah.
homegrown, staying with the home process. He talks a lot about how he raises his sons on this
I like
episode.
that. That's what I saw the clip of that. I was
very
like,
interesting, man.
Thank you, Anthony Mackie. We need that. But
I like Anthony Mackie. That's my
I
bad.
just wish he was a better actor. What he was saying was so real, yo.
Yeah, so I'm willing to.
Denzel said that they would have been like, yo, I'm gonna live by that. Yo.
Yeah, and he's got a long career. And
he does.
He said it. He was like one of the only ones that's still around from when he first started off, because he was naming them, and it was like Mekhi Phifer and all them guys like that. And he was like, "Yo, I'm Captain America right now.
Yeah,
I'm doing something right." Like, he was like, "All right,
that's real."
I respected it, and he, budget. Everybody on the episode, even when they said when he showed up, he came by himself. It was like one other person he came with. They said he just be walking around New Orleans, just chilling. Like, that's his. He's Captain America. You can't just be walking around like that usually. Yeah. But he's so comfortable in his skin there. You could tell that he doesn't really care how you're going to feel if I tell you no to something. So, like, he's been caught in, like, maybe 2 or 3 situations where people came up and was like, "Can I get a picture?" And he was like, "No." And I respect that. Like, yo, you should be able to do that.
You should be allowed to do that.
I don't want to take no picture. Like, no, I'm chilling right now.
Yeah.
I'm at the bar, having a good time. Why do you want to take a picture with me? No.
Don't let us get on. Mad people gonna be upset.
Yeah, I'm looking at the white tiger person right now. My fault. I just said.
Yo.
I ain't gonna cut Anthony Mackie, but you ain't got to do it.
But white tiger, yo, he seemed like he could be a dope character. That's why we was blown.
The way Matt Murdock, and again, you gotta sell in court. So I understand why Matt Murdock was blowing it up. He made it seem like he was invincible when he put the amulet on.
Yeah.
And they showed a scene when he put the amulet on and he go out to the streets. And then he just look around twice. Caught one to the back and dome. I was like, no.
Yo, he got
where was his awareness? And me and Mike was crying. He had zero awareness. He's a tiger.
The lowest awareness of all superheroes.
Supposed to have a tiger's ability.
That's why we don't know who White Tiger is, yo. His awareness was too low, yo. Like,
but again, rest in peace to that actor that was portraying him. Again,
they should have still let him counter it, and then it'd be like a super guy that like clap him twice or something. Yeah,
or a sniper hit him or something. Like that.
Sniper.
I would
that
have
been
respected much more if a sniper hit him from
shot
distance.
after he chopped the dude down like John Wick.
Yeah.
Okay,
give my man some love. He had one scene fighting when he was fighting on camera.
Son.
It was convenience store from a bodega when he was protecting somebody. It was 2 seconds of film that we saw.
That's a little
I was
racy,
really mad, yo.
I ain't gonna say nothing. No.
No, it's feeling like that. That's why I was alluding to that.
Kind of racial.
I don't want to bring that into it, but it feels weird.
He said, "Me and my family have our one bedroom studio. It wasn't much, but it was ours."
But I will say, Puerto Rican man getting off of killing a cop like that. He got off for it. Matt Murdock got him off for the murder charge.
Matt Murdock
all
is the
charges.
man,
he didn't get no first, second, nothing. He was free, self defense. Matt Murdock, the man, but he gonna be tight. So the guy that shot him had the Punisher's vest on.
Yeah, so they make you think you don't know
could
whether
be
the
Punisher. You don't know.
But all the police officers have like a.
He has a series coming out too, but he's gonna be in this one. He's gonna actually be in this series. So I'm excited to see him pop up.
But you noticed in that on their hands, all the police officers had like those skeleton
Yeah,
tattoos.
so that's who it really was,
I'm
I
thinking
think.
a lot of civilians were influenced by the Punisher's actions.
Salute to my guy.
He was an honorable. He had an honorable cause, but he still was just killing folks.
Yeah,
so
you
it's
know,
like,
I watched heavy spoilers after it because I had to see.
Yeah.
I was like, was that really like you said? I thought it
I
was.
wanted
where
to be Frank Castle, and
it was
he did
really
something
Frank,
nefarious.
and my man was nefarious. They was
Yeah.
going to do some mutt. I can't see him mutting his name up now that the
Yeah.
actual actor died. Like I don't know if they're gonna put that on him now. Like I think they
They want to be the best writers.
I think they took that out the story, and they gonna have him gone. They just had to eliminate the character.
just gotta give him credits at the end of the show and just
Yeah, they should have did
make
that.
the writing better.
They might have. We might have missed it. I don't know. I didn't watch all of the credits either, so it could have happened at the very end.
Okay.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But
I hope it was Punisher, yo.
yeah. Oh yeah, Punisher. Oh, we were saying it because we thought he had a nasty background. And he was actually doing nefarious deeds
He
before
might have
he
been,
became
yo.
the White Tiger. Like, and the Punisher actually know that. And the
Yeah.
Punisher was like, "Nah, I
He's
know
the-
he is
he's
now.
he's the
I'ma come get
ex-cocaine
him,
kingpin
yo."
superhero
Yeah.
that changed his life around and moved to the States, yo.
Yeah, so Frank coming back. I can't wait to see my man Frank Castle in the building.
Yeah, yo. He a good actor. What's your name?
Baron Thoughts or something.
Yo, play the same character every show, yo. Shane was the same way
Shane.
on The Walking Dead, yo.
He was a nasty man.
Yeah.
Yo.
And Zay, you gotta catch up on Invincible as well, bro. Very good. I can't go into the
I haven't
fourth
seen the
episode
last
because you haven't
episode
seen
yet.
it. You're gonna be so mad that you haven't seen it at this point because
Wait, what
that might have
episode
made
is
this. I'm at the 8th. My
Oh, I
bad,
was
the
like,
8th
all right,
episode. I was tripping because I was mixing up with Daredevil this next episode. But,
Okay.
Basically,
I know about Conquest. I'm
episode
excited
4
to see
is Zay. I'm talking about you like the Dragon Ball Super Broly and all that. Like, yeah, just get into that. And it's just regular standard animations though. Like, imagine if they just did good cartoons. They didn't go like, I'm not going to CGI it at all, but I'm going to have it as effective as possible.
That's what makes that show so good, man. It's the development of all of the characters, the ability to put all of the stories that have come from the comics and things like that into one show and trying to make it a fluid show like that is tough to do because there's so many different stories that are like from like one book.
Yeah.
So they had like from their last episode, I think they said that came from like 3 different comic books that they had. This is not the final episode, but the 7th episode is the one I'm talking about, I think. So it's incredible to see them keep developing and it's just cool.
Yeah, we don't stand with Angstrom Levy either, bro. Like he made a lot. He made R.I.P. Rexplode, yo.
Yeah, they gotta
R.I.P. Rexplode, bro.
They gotta show some love, man. Sterling K. Brown is holding it down for the African American actors out here, baby.
Yeah.
Like the ones that's the black actors, the American borns. It's not a lot of them that's out here that's killing the game like Sterling K. is doing.
Yeah, that's
Sterling
hard.
K. is Angstrom Levy, yo. He's going ham as Angstrom
Oh yeah, I
Levy.
forgot you said that.
Yo,
Shout
and
out
he
to
was in that
Sterling K.
show
Brown.
Paradise. I watched that Paradise show.
Yeah,
That's a
and
solid
what was
show.
our
Yeah, I haven't
movie?
seen it.
What was our movie?
It's a solid show, yo.
What was our movie with Jeffrey Wright?
Yes, that one as well. Is when he was the.
What was the movie with Jeffrey Wright? We all saw it, yo.
Oh my gosh.
That was a great
I saw it
movie,
twice.
too.
Ashley, help us. What was the movie with Jeffrey Wright? American Fiction.
American Fiction.
Classical, yo.
Yeah, my man.
So shout out to all his stuff.
Big Jeff Wright, man. And
Ain't what was it, all of
Sterling
us?
K.
That was the one joint.
Yeah.
When he was doing all the Denzel tears, yo.
Yo,
Yeah.
Every episode,
he had that in
yo.
Paradise. He had them. He had quite a few tear scenes.
See, she
in
been watching it, but I've
Paradise.
been tapping in and out. But I'm getting a kind of a gist of it. But I need to. She was like, "Yo, you gotta just watch it.
Gotta lock in, though.
Gotta
Telling
watch
you.
them all."
It had
I've
me.
seen it. It looks. I like
Got
the
me.
concept.
Shit
Yeah.
got me. Got me, man. I like that show a lot. I know it's a popular show, so we won't have to discuss it here, but it's a good one.
Yo, you got Rich after episode 4 though. I mean 8. Call me, please. Yo.
I know we gotta. That's why at some point I'm gonna get the setup right and everything, and we gonna figure out a way to get like where we can do some
the
like
spot?
remote joints.
Yeah, on the spot.
yeah,
Bro.
Because it'd be things that be
It
happening
was
throughout the
fire,
week.
Zay. Like this is like, and this show not scared to be violent, bro. Like I'm talking about, he punched somebody so hard his arm just snapped. It's all kind of crazy stuff. Like
Bringing it back to Daredevil, there was another gripe that me and Mike had. Yo, in the second episode, my man, as we told you, Daredevil took a break, so he hadn't been fighting anybody in a while. At the end of the episode, he gets into a fight with some cops. Yo, I thought he killed these cops. There was no way that these cops should have survived the fight that Daredevil put them through.
Zay.
Matt Murdock literally took one of the cops.
Slammed him on his neck.
No,
I'm talking about like a judo slam directly.
Where your
like
side
this.
of your head hit, but his neck hit.
On like
so his head was to the
concrete
side.
floor.
His neck touched ground, yo. Like he should be
just
dead.
had a bruising. He just had a bruise on his eye.
All that was a bruised eye.
I think, know what I think they trying to do though? They trying to give us like the ground level, but it's still extreme.
Yeah.
Because it's like anybody would have died from that. So clearly it's going to be crazy stuff. Because even the bullseye thing, like, Daredevil would have died unless that armor was impenetrable. He got stabbed
he hit him with like
80
16
times.
knives. Yo.
Bro just kept throwing knives at him, yo. I'm like, yo, you remember the John Wick scene in John Wick 3 when the knife in the library joint? Like, no, was that 2 or 3?
I don't know.
I think that was 2.
It was 2. It was actually 2.
Always get him
because it was the joint with all the lighting around and like, yo,
it's the one with
he literally threw like mad knives.
It might have been 3.
It's one with Common, right?
Then it was 2.
It's 2, right?
It was 2. It was 2 then for sure. Yeah. So yeah, he wouldn't have survived that, yo.
The other thing I caught,
but you gotta think a skyscraper fell on Daredevil too. If you watch the whole
yeah, that's true.
The joint, what was the joint? The Defenders. Remember at the end of that, they went like they was like in the sky in like a whole skyscraper fell on Daredevil, and
that was terrible.
He just popped out on another season. Like, yo, I prayed about it and I'm good now.
Yeah, they made the lead the wrong person, yo. It should have been either Daredevil or Jessica Jones as the lead. They made the Iron Fist the lead guy in that.
They shouldn't even put the Iron Fist in that. That's the worst actor.
They got to redo
time.
Iron Fist, yo.
He's way worse than Anthony Mackie. That's credit I will give you, Anthony Mackie.
Yeah, 1,000% worse.
Yeah,
came from Game of Thrones. He was actually in Game of Thrones, the
worse.
actor that played him, and he was weird in Game of Thrones as well. Got killed off. What was the? I was about to bring up. The other movie I saw. I went with my lady to see this joint. We went and we do our little movie Sushi Move. Usually on like Fridays or Saturdays sometimes.
Very smooth.
We made that move this week. Oh no, that might have been last week. Yeah, this was last week. We went to go see. I think it's called The Monkey. What is that?
The horror movie. I wanted to see that joint.
Yeah, that's a quirky movie, yo. You gotta watch. It's kind of funny.
It's Final Destination with a monkey.
It's funny though. It's actually kind of
I knew. I could tell from the commercials. Thing. That's how you know I'm a horror movie.
It's just the family, you know. Essentially, the monkey, if it plays the drum, somebody dying.
Yeah,
around you.
Yeah. So the Final Destination joint,
and the story is a little bit more in depth than that. But I won't give it away if people haven't seen it. It's a good one to just
Would you
watch.
say it was as good as Long Legs?
No.
Yeah, Long Legs was like a classic,
that was
low
a good
key
movie, but it was funny. It's funny enough. I wouldn't say you don't have to pay for it. It's probably about to come out. If y'all haven't seen it, it might be already streaming somewhere. You know,
you'll be able to rent it for $5.99 real soon,
very soon, and it's worth a watch. It's they got the monkey basically haunts the family, and you like it kind of torments you a little bit. So the brothers are like very at each other's throats in the movie, like as little kids. So at one point, the one brother tries to kill his brother with the monkey, and
that's some. Never mind.
He asked the monkey to kill him. It is.
That's some ultra. Yeah, we would have never. Yeah, we would have never did that. We had a lot of times we'd have fought. I wouldn't have sick.
You can hit us in the comments and say if you don't believe that, but you know what it is. But it kills his mom instead, and it's like at that point, the brother now gets pissed off at the brother.
He sicks the monkey on him.
So he's now in a vengeance trying to kill him, but the monkey doesn't respond to you. I'm just going to kill somebody. It may not be who you want me to kill. I'm just going to kill somebody.
The monkey comes outside to kill.
So people just start dying randomly in his town, and he don't know what's going on. He finds out that the monkey is back. His brother calls him, but he doesn't realize it's his brother that's causing this shit. He keeps calling and turning it because he's trying to kill him. He's trying to actually kill his brother. It's like, all right. It's
like a little M. Night Shyamalan twist at the end type stuff.
It's like they twins. So they look exactly the same, just two different energies. One feels like he's more superior because he was born like 3 minutes before the other one. So he just torments him his whole life.
And he wanted to kill his brother.
Yeah, it's bad, man. It's, you know how they get down. You know how to get down. You know what I mean?
That's crazy, yo. Over nothing.
He hated his Brody, man. His Brody was...
What was the monkey from? Where they get the monkey from,
his dad. His dad originally had it. I think his dad might have like it passes down. It
A
seems like
lineage
essentially
of
like
darkness.
and you can't get rid of it. They try to throw it away. They try to burn it. You can't do nothing. It just comes right back. The monkey, the drumming monkey. And originally it was supposed to be the cymbal monkey. One of my deep dive guys broke this down.
Yeah,
but they said that I think Disney owns the rights to that cymbal monkey, so they had to change it to a drummer monkey. I was like, damn, that's crazy.
that's wild. You could own the rights to the cymbal monkey, yo.
Toy Story.
Yeah,
I think it's
all right.
Toy
Now,
Story.
it made so they just patented
Yeah,
cymbal
just patent
monkeys.
cymbal monkeys.
That's crazy.
You
yo.
can't do nothing with
It's
that
bread out here.
without breaking Disney off with some
Yeah,
chicken.
yo, you put a monkey with some symbols in the
Or
film.
that's a legend.
You
I don't know
owe
if
me
that's true or not. I ain't looked that up. You can hit us in the comments if it's not.
Yeah,
But that's all I really had.
yeah, that's all I had this week too.
on the week. I ain't really have too much. Let
That's
me
good
just
because
see
you
and
know we
make
got
sure.
other engagements as far as podcast recording. So yeah, we always gotta say rest in peace to Big Reese,
Yes,
man. We
indeed.
appreciate y'all tapping in. Thank y'all for listening.
yes.
Coming
Let us
back
know
with
how
y'all,
y'all
man.
feel about Daredevil swinging through the town, and let us know about that Invincible, man.
Oh, also, my bad. Real quick, I hate to do it after because I just.
Oh, no, we good.
We could redo
Kendrick
that.
popped out again. He hopped on like 3 different tracks with Playboy
Cardi's joint?
Nobody was expecting that.
Yeah.
I haven't heard them.
Yeah. So
It's
he
fire?
does like
I heard some snippets.
He does.
I haven't heard the
He
whole
does a
thing
full
yet.
verse on one joint with some chorus stuff. He does a chorus on another joint that sound like it's for like the ladies and stuff like that. I like that song, and it's another one called Mojo Jojo. Where it's like he hopped on multiple. Like he trying to be outside.
That outside.
I like
bro.
that. I
just
like
seen
that,
that
Kendrick.
Die outside.
You saw Kanye was
Hating,
being
that's what
weird
just brought it
though.
up.
He was like, I could have did without him on.
He tried, that's because he
Playboy's
loved Playboy. He been hating on him ever since he got bit. Maybe he tried to blow his whole
But
Super
why
Bowl joint.
hate?
He was going on rants and stuff during the Super Bowl
Yeah, I remember
weekend.
that. I remember that.
But why
it was
hate? You're
nasty.
Kanye
Bro,
West,
I don't
bro.
know. Yo,
you literally, your
it's
time
just-
will come again,
There's
bro.
just Buck Nasties out there. No, it don't even matter if it come again. You would have.
You had a time.
Mount Rushmore solidified.
Yeah,
Like
you
what are you
Mount
doing?
Rushmore,
yo?
bro.
Like,
You should be celebrating these guys.
this is
yo.
nasty work. I always
Nas
say,
was the only one that celebrated him.
Yeah.
Yo. That's
Yeah.
what he said.
Shout out Nas, man.
I always say I never want to age like that, like bad like that. That's nasty.
Hate,
yo. That's why. But we not. You see, we was back at the school this week.
Yeah.
Loving it.
Like I'm more nervous for them than I felt like I was for my
Bro,
games.
I
you
was
feel me?
happy. I felt like one of them was
Yeah,
my
man,
little brother,
I was
yo.
sweating.
I'm just like, I
got the cotton
remember
mouth
this,
and
yo.
everything, yo.
I like
Yo.
that, man.
Yeah, so
I like
nah,
that.
age like that, man.
Yeah.